Yesterday, it was announced to People magazine that I am a collaborator with Malcolm D. Lee on the Best Man book called Unfinished Business.
And I am so excited for everyone to read this book. Books.
Oh, yeah, it's a trilogy.
It's a trilogy.
It's a trilogy. Yes.
So that's really, really exciting.
Congratulations. So the website is thebestmanbooks.com, thebestmanbooks.com, and you can make a pre-order. And there is a dope playlist.
I love. I genuinely believe some of y'all need to touch grass. Camp Yoshi is probably your answer. It's a game changer in the outdoor scene. It was founded by Rashad and Shaquita Frazier, along with Rashad's brother Ron. It's a Black-owned company, and they create inclusive and, to quote unquote, transformative experiences in the great outdoors. They're based in the PNW in Portland, Oregon. I don't know if any of you that are listening to this are like me, but like when something goes wrong with me and mine, I immediately go into fixer mode. Like if you come to me and tell me some shit went down, before you even complete the sentence, I'm already looking up shit on Google. I am wiping off my whiteboard. I'm thinking of a 5-point action plan, just ready to go. Taking my earrings off, putting Vaseline on my face if I need to.
You're like, what we need to do.
I'm learning that sometimes fixer mode ain't always the answer. And that I just need to be present and just be there in the pain that individual is experiencing.
Ooh, that's... And the autoresponder is on.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to We Are Out of Office.
Yes.
We are officially out of office. Hopefully you had a good weekend.
And then we're back
because on Mondays.
That's right.
Publish on
That's
Monday.
right. Mm-hmm. And we're back with the stripes.
Stripes, we're matching.
Matching the stripes.
Matching-ish.
Matching-ish.
Matching light.
Love the hair.
Thank you.
Curly.
Clip-ins today.
It's popping.
Pops.
The match is
This
matching.
side is mine. This side has clip-ins. Let's just be... I'm keeping it real.
It's so
this
good.
This is all me. This is clippy. So...
I like the curls a lot.
Thank
it looks
you.
good. It's a
Thank
good match. What's your out of office reply this week?
Mine is I'm currently out of office, preparing for summer.
I know that's right.
Yes, I will need 2 months. Thank you.
Okay. I know that's right.
Let's get it. What's yours?
Mine is I'm doing my part. Are you?
Because really?
Because I'm showing up.
Okay. In my own way.
In my own way.
In my way.
But yes, let's go into I See You Girl.
I See You Girl. What's your I See You Girl?
Oh, for me? You want me to start?
Yeah, sure.
So a few weeks back, we were talking about Casey Gerald. And he, the guy that was on MSNBC.
Yes. He was He was my girl guy.
He was your girl.
He was
a couple of months ago.
I see you, boy.
Right, guy.
I see you, boy.
Like we are no longer interested in what he says, sharing our Black brilliance or our Black genius.
He crossed his arms. He's like, we are no longer interested in what did he say? Using our Black brilliance to explain this to you.
Exactly.
I'm done.
So
he opted out.
Just like us. We're out of office. So I feel like Tim Wise saw that moment and was like, I got you.
Oh.
I got you. He said, bet.
Put me in, coach. Got it.
So he is this lovely white man who joins Jolly Good Ginger and Tizzy Ent in using his white privilege to fight against racism.
Love it.
He comes from an academic perspective.
Okay.
So for over 25 years, he's been educating folks all over these United States, speaking at more than 1,500 colleges and high school, and training professionals in various sectors of their industries in dismantling racial inequities.
I love it.
Okay. So he's been written. Sorry, guys. I'm like high on coffee right now. I'm like jittery. Anyways.
Like literally vibrating.
But he's written many books. One called White Like Me, Reflections on Race from a Privileged Son. And another one called Dear White America, Letter to a New Minority.
And I think this is so important because at a certain point, you do have to hear from someone who shares your perspective if you're the one that's dealing with the misperception.
Boom.
Right?
So these books delve deep into the realities of systemic racism and the urgency for change. So the video that I came across on my FYP I could feel the frustration from him. He was like, if I were to put it in words, it was very much giving white people, wake up. Like he was like, y'all. Okay. So some highlights from the video. White privilege is your history being part of the core curriculum and mine being taught as an elective.
Boom.
Okay. The whole history of America is rich white men telling non-rich white men that their issue in life is black and brown people. And it started in the colonies because back then there was no such thing as white people. It was invented, and which is totally true. And if you want to learn more about this, I would encourage you guys to listen to a podcast called Seeing White by John Biewen.
Oh, interesting.
It's excellent. He talks about how whiteness was created. Because before a bunch of white Europeans didn't like each other. The Irish didn't like each other. The English didn't like each other. The German hated everybody. The Italians, all that stuff.
The French were not cool with the Germans.
Exactly. And the way that they were, he said they were smart because it was all a numbers thing. And they were seeing that the rich white people were going to be outnumbered by the poor white people and others. So the way to create the divide.
A different division.
Was telling non-rich white people that you are white. You're not like them, and therefore racism. Okay.
And poof.
Racism. He also said, we'll say things like, well, I don't mind if they come. I just want them to come the right way. This is about immigration. Legally, my ancestors did. And he's like, what the hell does that even mean?
Right.
Legally, like your ancestors did. There was no law to break.
Right.
What are y'all talking about?
Right.
Anyway, he has a lot of gems, and I really enjoyed watching the countless of videos because when I saw that video, I was like, I need to know more about this guy. So my I See You Girl goes to Tim Wise.
Is he on TikTok? Is that where we find him?
He's on TikTok. He's on YouTube. He's everywhere.
Okay.
Just look him up. I mean, he's on IG. He recently did a post about the recent whatever 47 just did because, 47 be doing shit every day anyway. But he commented on it recently. He's very approachable and easily digestible, and he breaks it all the way down, and I really enjoyed getting to know him because I had not heard about him until video.
Recent. Well, yeah. I feel like if you're listening and you need to listen to him, you need to listen to him. So seek him out, and we will put it in the show notes. Exactly. So my I See You Girl this week is going to be me.
Yeah,
I see myself.
I was so excited. I was like, when are we gonna talk about you?
But I had to make
so
my
true.
I See You Girl my own I See You Girl because this was a big week for your girl.
Huge.
Yesterday, it was announced to People magazine that I am a collaborator with Malcolm D. Lee on the Best Man book called Unfinished Business.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I've been working on this in secret. I couldn't tell anybody, and then all of a sudden now I can tell everybody. And it was just a beautiful announcement day. It has been such an amazing experience. I'm looking forward to talking about it more on the podcast.
I can't wait.
Listen, pre-orders are open now. All I have to say about this book right now is that you need to go ahead and pre-order.
Do it.
Because you want that book the very moment, day, time, date, immediately. Because everybody's going to be talking about it. Everybody's going to be talking about it. And you don't want to be that person that's outside the club.
Okay.
Because you'll be outside the club.
You don't want to be outside the club.
Go on ahead. Don't forget.
Don't
just
be
go ahead
hating
and do
outside
it.
of the club.
You know that you'll be standing there like, open.
No, I am what I loved about the announcement, one, I could finally talk about it because I've been holding the secret in for a long time. I was like, when is this coming out? No, but in all seriousness, I loved the video that Malcolm posted about the process, about accomplishing his dreams, about the team behind it, and he gave you the love.
It was really
the announcement was awesome. I saw your quote, and it's just really beautiful to see when people come together to collaborate to make something great. And I am so excited for everyone to read this book. Books.
Oh, yeah, it's a trilogy.
It's a trilogy.
It's a trilogy. Yes.
So that's really, really exciting.
Congratulations. The website is thebestmanbooks.com, thebestmanbooks.com, and you can make a pre-order. And there is a dope playlist. Okay, first of all, when I did the announcement post yesterday, I was late because I was supposed to post at like 9:05. Right, like after the People announcement came out, was when I was supposed to post. I was 20 minutes. I was trying to find the exact right song for the post.
And it was a good song.
I know eventually, but I was late because I was like, no, it has to be the right music. So I was like, it's Childish Gambino, Feels Like Summer.
Yes.
That's about to be my song of my social media post for this book all the way leading
because
up
it drops July 1st.
This is the book you got. This is the summer read.
It's a summer read. And I
4th of July weekend is on lock.
I loved seeing the early reviews from, Tia Williams, from Jamel Hill, from
Tay Diggs, Morris
Chestnut,
Tembi Locke.
Yeah. Like, there's real love here.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's just beautiful. I'm so proud of you, friend.
Thank you, friend. Yeah, it has been a beautiful book. I just think
it is gorgeous. The cover is gorgeous.
The cover is gorgeous, and what's inside, I just can't wait for it. And there's just so much good vibes going into it. The whole community, the whole team, everybody's amazing. So there's just a lot of good vibration in the whole experience. So I'm so excited to make this, especially now. I think people need just a complete feel-good moment. And we are all going to be line dancing our way into the bookstore.
The Tamia line dance? Are we going to finally learn the Tamia line dance?
Whichever one. We're going to line dance our way all the way through into the bookstore.
Line dance. That's what I want to learn.
That's how we're going to do it.
Yes.
but yeah, so that is I'm excited to share this and continue to talk about what an incredible project this is. So
I can't wait. I can't wait to share more.
Me too.
That's so exciting.
Yay.
So what are we on right now?
What
AKA,
I'm on right now.
Tell me immediately.
Well, right now, in the process of defluffing.
Yes.
Because
this term, defluffing.
I'm defluffing.
Listen, it's working. I'm seeing the defluffing.
Thank you. I told y'all I'm defluffing. You gonna see. You gonna see. When I say listen. I'm doing the thing. I'm not playing games. But the thing is, it's a delayed gratification process, right? Because like food and all these things, it's like the ways that you make yourself happy, it's enjoyable. So I've had to make a lot of changes. So I need like this immediate gratification replacement. Because if I'm gonna swap out and be more sensible and take the defluffing approach to how I eat, I have found gel manicure strips.
Yes.
So I have avoided gel because the takedown, I don't want to soak it off.
Oh, right.
But I found these amazing designs. So those strips, they actually work.
They're great.
You have to
really
UV
good.
cure them. These are my nails. And so this is a Hora. They do like these. This is a design I liked. It's like rainbow strips.
Really, really,
isn't that cute?
Really
and my
cute.
nails are super strong. I feel like it's protecting my nails.
I love it.
But the best part about it is they have a remover. Just a few drops around your cuticle, and in 5 minutes they'll pop off, just like my press-ons.
What?
Just like my press-ons will. I haven't tried it, but that's what they told me, so I believe them until further notice.
Hilarious.
I will let you know if that did not work.
Please,
but I have the remover. But these have been on for a week and a half.
What?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
and it hasn't chipped at all.
Nothing. No, it's fantastic. The only thing I would say is I want it to be a little bit shinier, but...
Oh, it's a wrap. What brand is this?
Ahora. Yeah. So you can... But there's so many options now. You can get them on Amazon. If you're using Amazon, everybody to their own choices. But there's so many brands that have so many different designs.
That's what's up.
So this one... I ordered it. I thought it was super cute. Their website is ahora.com, so you can find other designs on their website.
I love that. I tried something new this week with my nails.
Your nails look cute.
I did the cat eye
that looks, oh my God, it looks fab.
Right?
That's beautiful.
It's really pretty, right? And this color is...
Is that gel?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Gel X. And it's like, they paint it and then they use a magnet to do the effect. And it looks really cool. It looks like marbles on my nails.
It's gorgeous. You know what? OPI, they have a nail that's like that. That's a press-on. With that kind of effect. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
But those look great. It's beautiful. It's a peach. It's like a peachish shimmery color. If you're not watching the video, this is a reminder.
I don't know if
this is your sign to go check us out on video on YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, because we film all of our podcast episodes. So when we're talking about what we're wearing and what we're doing and how we do our hair and our nails and everything, we have video so you can see.
For you.
Yeah.
I love it.
So what are you on right now?
So I'm planning my 10-year anniversary trip.
Ooh.
10-year wedding anniversary.
10-year wedding anniversary.
Yep. Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Right? And
Does it feel like 10 years?
No. It doesn't, actually. It feels like I remember my wedding like it was like 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
And how long did you date before you got married?
We met in 2012, and then we got married in 2015. Does that sound right? I think that sounds right. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Well, if not, we'll just say
something like that.
Something like that. And yeah, we went for our honeymoon. We went to Mallorca.
Oh.
And Croatia. And
because you guys like travel was a big part of your relationship.
Yeah,
right?
we were out here. We were out in these streets. And so last anniversary for our ninth year, we did our first date. In New York.
Yeah, you said that you redid your first date, which
awesome.
is so cute.
And so now it's like, well, let's redo a part of our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been to Mallorca, and this is not a sponsored ad, but Mallorca is truly magical.
I've never been.
It is. I don't know what it is.
The name sounds amazing. I think I would name a kid Mallorca. I like that name.
Mallorca, that's a great name,
isn't
actually.
it? I just thought about it.
It is a really magical island. Like the food, the people, the water, the mountains, like there's something. It looks like it holds secrets, like
Oh, that's beautiful. That's very poetic,
right?
Okay.
No, but
literature's rubbing off on you.
Listen, I'm you putting me on with your writing because you be writing,
right?
So no, but it feels very magical. It feels like it has the secrets to life there, and it's We've never returned. We've gone back to Portugal because we love that. We've gone to London a couple of times, but we haven't been back to Mallorca. And so we're choosing between Mallorca, France, Nice specifically, or Mexico. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with Mexico, I don't want to say we can always go to Mexico, but we can because where we live. But we're very sentimental. And so that's why I'm like, I really want to go back to Mallorca. So we're looking at itineraries for that. And it's just got me giddy again. Like, I don't know. I'm just like really excited about celebrating our 10 year.
I'm trying to figure out where I want to go on vacation. So you have to like, let me know where else you're looking at. Cause I love to travel, but you're like a better vacation traveler, I think, than I am.
Oh, explain. Why do you think that?
Because I don't think I vacation very much. I make vacation. I don't make vacation out of my work travel, but all I've gotten to do is travel for work. So I find enrichment into going places. I've been a lot of places, but I haven't gotten to like really do a lot of vacation. I've only probably gone on maybe 5 vacations in my adult life.
Oh, we need to fix that.
Yeah. So I need to know more about that.
Yeah. Oh, no. We offline in this conversation because we need to fix that. So that's what we're doing. That's what I'm on right now. I'm just excited about traveling and planning my next big trip.
I'm excited for you. So Jesus, take the wheel.
Yes. Do you have anything?
Jesus, take the wheel. Wasn't that the song?
Yeah. I think it's a Carrie Underwood song.
I don't know that I did add anything for Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh. Okay, well, allow me.
Allow me to retort.
Shirley Vernae. Okay. So because y'all, I'm concerned.
Who said I'm concerned?
I'm concerned.
Well, you start with I'm concerned.
This is I want to say a 40-year-old Black woman who recently dropped a multi-part series on how she spent $10,000 on a dating coach.
$10,000.
The one and only Anwar White. And a lot of people got things to say about Anwar White.
Okay.
Now, before I get into this, because I know how y'all get, hear me clear. I'm not saying a man is an end-all be-all. Right. Yes. Decenter man, yes, we get that. You got to be your own, yada, yada. We get that, okay? What I want to focus on and what I am saying is that I think we need to start to normalize what it looks like to invest in yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Does this mean $10,000 for a dating coach or $10,000 for something else?
Just anything. Okay? So like you guys are so caught up in how much money she spent with Anwar
right.
that y'all are missing the point. The point is, at the time, she was a 39-year-old Black woman. She just got out of a 13-year-long relationship that ended badly. She didn't know how to date. In comes Anwar White, who, in her mind, because she is a business owner, she's like, I invest in a fitness coach. I invest in, an accountant. So it makes sense for me to invest in a dating coach because I don't know how to date. Because she hadn't gone on a date for years. So she spends $10,000 to find not a man, but to find a husband. And guess what, Jane? She did.
Really?
In a year's time, she started to date, and now she has a ring on her finger, and she's about to get married in 5 to 6 months' time to a man named Ty.
And it's all gravy for her. She's happy.
It's of course, because she stopped and invested in herself. But if you go to these comments...
Well, why is it a 25-part series?
Because she explained, like, her background, how she... Jane, thank you for asking that. Because this is the thing. These people are so caught, not everyone, but a lot of people are so caught up in the amounts of money that she spent that they're not even taking the time to listen to. If we can listen to 52 parts of Who the Fuck Did I Marry, we can listen to 20 parts
How I Got My Life Right.
On how she invested in herself to find the thing that she wanted, which was to find a life partner, a husband, to start her next chapter in her journey.
Yeah.
Right? And if y'all listened, the reason why I'm being so extra is because she literally, the series is really, I spent $10,000 on a dating coach so you don't have to. Here's what I learned. There are gems.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There are gems that she dropped in the series. Boundaries. How she didn't know how to set boundaries and then she did. How she needed to separate CEO Shirley versus dating Shirley.
Right.
My favorite is you can't do the wrong thing to the right guy.
Right.
And I can personally attest to that. That's story time for another day. You can't do the wrong thing to the right guy. So she's giving y'all free game, but y'all can't get past 10K. But y'all want to talk about, look at my Chanel bag for 10K.
Right.
Look at this BBL I got for 30K.
Right.
Look at this Hermes bag that I got for 25K. The point is that if y'all can spend time watching Becca Bloom talk about her everyday jewelry and applauding her and telling everyone, my favorite show is on, then y'all should be okay with Shirley spending $10,000 on finding something that she wanted. And the thing is, what I got, my takeaway, because I'm only on part 20, but the takeaway that I got was that not only did Anwar give her, like, dating advice, it sounds like to me he's also like a love therapist, because it feels like Shirley also learned things about herself. And in fact, it felt like she was falling in love with herself.
Which is what you have to do to be able to fall in love. You fall in love with another person because you're already there. If you're not in love with yourself, you can't share that with somebody else. I will say that I have a good friend, one of my best friends, who hired a dating coach and spent somewhere in that realm.
Yeah.
And she also is partnered. And because a lot of the things, and I have a friend, my friend Kevin, who became a dating coach. And the point is not a matchmaking service. The point is to invest in yourself, to remove the blocks that are blocking you from naturally attracting and connecting to the person that is right for you.
Correct.
Because I think a lot of people, that $10,000 bag, that $30,000 BBL, that's investing. That's the same thing as a dating coach in that person's mind. They think that that's going to attract the person they want to be with, and then they get with that person and it doesn't work because maybe it's the wrong person who's attracted to the BBL, or maybe they haven't done the work on themselves to be able to be in relationship with another person. So probably the right place to start is working on your inside
Listen,
versus the outside.
This is no shade for the Chanel bag girlies. I have one. There's no shade on the BBLs. I do not have one. Like, it doesn't matter, right? I'm not here to give out dole out any judgment, because I can be judgy AF, but I'm not judging here. What I am judging is that you guys are not even, again, how are y'all up here supporting Becca Bloom and y'all are not giving the same love to Shirley? She invested in yourself. I just need y'all to start thinking about, when people spend money on things, a lot of times for whatever reasons, it may not always be great. But at the end of the day, Shirley invested in herself. She knew what she wanted, and she spent that money on what she wanted, and she got it. Let her live, y'all.
Let her cook.
Just let her cook. Just let it go. It was like, y'all are just $10,000 on our man. Couldn't be me. Well, there's the first issue. It's not a man. It's this. She became the CEO of her. What she says, the CEO
her love life.
There you go. You've seen it.
I heard what Amor Wright espouses about being the CEO
of your love life. So like,
I literally just saw that yesterday or like 2 days ago. So that's why it's fresh in my mind. But I haven't actually, I meant to go check him out after you brought him up.
Yes.
But I saw a clip where he was on another podcast that I think I follow, and he was a guest, and that was what he was saying about being the CEO of your love life.
And the love life isn't about it's the love life is your life.
But I think that's a hard thing a little bit of grace, because actually I am judging. I do judge, but I don't condemn. I judge and I don't condemn. I'm like, that ain't for me. I disagree. I'm judging, but I don't condemn. I don't think that makes you a bad person because you make choices I don't agree with.
Right.
So with having a dating coach and deciding that you're going to do things differently, for women in particular, we have been conditioned by society to believe that having a man and getting married is the be-all, end-all. Because in the 80s, we couldn't even have a checking account or a credit card or get a loan to buy property being unmarried. So there's a lot that we need to heal from. So I think part of what you're saying, and part of what I think hopefully this helps to serve people kind of wake up to these things, is that invisibly we're operating on a program that we didn't create, but that has been imposed upon us and that keeps repeating, that's causing us, some of the things we think we want aren't actually things we want. They're just things we're told that we need to have. And it's time to unpack those things. And so $10,000 is the help that, just like going to a therapist, a lot of people are starting therapy.
Ma'am.
A lot of people, it's a different type of coaching, life coaching, therapy, business coaching, learning something, taking writing classes. When I wanted to change my life, when I wanted to learn a new skill, I took writing classes. I'm sure I spent more than that on that, but it's changed my life.
Exactly. And she repeatedly says, this is for the girls who want to be in relationships. Yeah. This is the girls who want to find their husbands and all that jazz. But it's nothing but women. I'm like, brava.
Brava.
Okay. Go ahead, girl. Y'all are really bad at listening. Y'all are hearing, but y'all are not listening. If I were y'all, if you are a relationship girly, or you want to find something, or you having issues with dating, go to Shirley's page and watch this series. She is giving y'all free game. Okay? That's it. Moving on to minding my Black business. Yes. What do you have?
Well, so this past week, last weekend, we went to our very first influencer event.
Yes.
And it was Rebundle. And so the Consumer Reports study on the chemicals in synthetic hair is real. It's got everybody shook, including me.
Word.
And so people listen to the podcast. A couple people reach out. They're like, what do you recommend? What's going? Give me more information. So we were contacted by the CEO of Rebundle to go to an event that they had in Los Angeles.
Shout out to Imani.
Hey, Imani. And Ciara, who is the CEO.
Oh, Ciara Imani. That's what it is. Yes. Sorry, girl. Ciara Imani.
It was at Braid House, which is really amazing braiding salon in North Hollywood, and they sell Rebundle hair. But Sierra was there, and she is a lovely Black girl, business owner, founder, and was just brilliant and so sweet, so nice. And she explained every bit of what Rebundle is. And so if you're looking for an alternative, I'm officially a Rebundle girly at this point, and I want to just give some background about what we learned.
Yes.
So first of all, with synthetic hair, most of those are based with fiber or some kind of like chemically created synthetic material, not organic. It was not grown from somewhere. With Rebundle, it is actually an organic fiber that was grown organically. It was part of a plant at one point.
Yeah.
So it's based in the banana stem fiber. Okay, so it grew organically, and then they harvest the banana stems and then create the hair fibers from that material. So it's organic. And the cool thing about it is that it holds moisture just like your hair strand.
Yeah.
So the hair, like with plastic hair, it doesn't hold any moisture. You can't moisturize it. It doesn't. But with the Rebundle hair, it actually absorbs moisture just like your hair strand does. So it's more moisturizing when you have it in your head.
Yep.
So the other thing is that it has a list of ingredients. So on the box, there's a list of ingredients for what's in the hair strand. And so just like hair care or skin care, the extension hair has a list of ingredients.
Yeah.
And so it's like you think about it sort of how you're caring for yourself, and it's non-toxic. And finally, it comes in multiple different colors and is reusable. So I am super excited to try Rebundle with my braid install, whatever I'm going to do for the summer. I was thinking about maybe just even having kind of braids in the front when I decide to do like just a regular style.
Yeah.
Because I can braid my own hair.
Yes.
So I was going to try to do that. I've never done feed-in braids, but I was going to try it. So anyway, and then the last thing that you should know, which I thought was super cool, is that the Rebundle hair is manufactured in East Africa.
Yes.
So
that's right.
it's sourced in Africa and manufactured in Africa. So it is this amazing ecosystem. I don't know if they're a certified B company, which means that they have some aspect of community good associated with. It's not just a complete profit-focused company, but I think they might be a B corporation. But
okay, cool.
But anyway, so it's manufactured in East Africa. It's sourced in Africa. We have a Black female founder.
Word.
Non-toxic hair strands. They hold moisture. So anyway,
they're reusable.
They're reusable. So what was your takeaway?
I loved it. And so I don't know if I'm allowed to share it, but I'm going to share it anyway. She is coming up with multiple textures too. And there's another texture that she shared with us, like an advanced copy of the texture that I'm very excited about that mimics like Marley hair, or what would feel like synthetic hair. The OG is yes, you're absolutely right. It's the feeling of it is awesome. There's a good amount that comes in the box, right? So you can. She
said you could do like straight backs with one packet.
Box. Yeah. The pricing isn't bad. It's like $30 a box.
$40, yeah.
And and the shelf life of the hair is a year.
Oh, okay.
So if you do multiple braiding styles, you can again take the hair out, wash it, and then put it back in.
Yeah.
I just love how knowledgeable she was about the product.
I learned so much.
Me too. And it came from a place of this happened to me because she would constantly braid her hair with synthetic hair, and she saw that she had adverse reaction to it, so she wanted to solve the problem.
Right.
I will say one last point about the event was that it wasn't just like, hey, other influencers, let's take pictures.
We were like the only people with the podcast.
It was her
it was
reaching
all
out to braiders
yeah.
and being like, hey guys, how does this feel to you? How does this feel in your fingers?
Yeah.
The smell. Can you curl it?
Yeah.
Which one of the you can. I was like, ooh, yes.
Yes.
But I thought that was a really great event to be a part of. And thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
It was an amazing experience. So that is my mind and my Black business.
With Rebundle.
Can't wait to support and get my braids done. I feel so much more comfortable about it now.
Yeah. No, I'm excited because I'm going to use it too. Because
you decided? Because you were going to use a different one, but now you.
I do, but
now you.
I mean, maybe.
Now you're a Rebundle girly.
Maybe we can compare. I mean, I can use both. Yeah, but I was very impressed by Rebundle.
We could both do it. Use a different color.
Yes, because there are 7 different colors.
What you got the honey color?
No, I got natural.
Oh, okay. I have
I
that
wanted
too.
natural. The
Girl,
honey
we're
color
gonna be
looks...
matching with our hair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you what kind of style we get. We're gonna if we wind up matching with our hairstyle.
I know.
I'm not gonna say
with the
anything
same
to you.
hairstyle.
If we have the same braid hairstyle at that point,
we have the same mind.
I know.
So mine is because I genuinely believe some of y'all need to touch grass. Camp Yoshi is probably your answer. It's a game changer in the outdoor scene. It was founded by Rashad and Shaquita Frazier, along with Rashad's brother Ron. It's a Black-owned company, and they create inclusive and, quote unquote, transformative experiences in the great outdoors. They're based in the PNW in Portland, Oregon specifically, and they have 3 kinds of trips. All outdoors. First is your field trips. These are your day-long excursions. They go from $50 to $300. And then they do these things called trips to nowhere where you can be off the grid. And that lasts for 3 days, around $1,200. And then they have these expeditions that are a little bit more luxe. Definitely just show up and everything is taken care of. And they are 10 days, 10 days, 9 nights, I think. And they range from $2,500 to $8,500, and they're more international. So we're talking about Morocco, Namibia,
so
Japan.
this, you just show up, but you pay for your airfare?
Believe so. I think you have to pay for your airfare.
Okay.
I didn't go that far. That's actually a good question. I should probably go back. Or y'all can experience it yourselves. Go to the website.
Check the show notes.
So, yeah, if you want to figure out a way to travel differently where you can be out in the world with no city lights, with fresh air. Also, if you want to get chose, they have a singles.
Good show.
They have a singles trip.
I love it.
For you. Like I said, touch grass and be on the outdoors. Camp Yoshi, take a look at that company. It looks like a lot of fun.
Do you know them? They're Portland?
I wish I did.
Maybe you'll meet them.
I should. Actually, you know what? I probably should reach out to my friend
names.
Ray. He probably knows these people because my friend Ray that lives up there is like...
Because it's not where you go, though,
the
right?
mayor of Black Portland. Yes, I go. Yeah. I don't go to Portland
your family,
so much,
in-laws.
but definitely, or I mean, I just went to Oregon, but I'm going to reach out to Ray and see if they know him, so maybe we can learn a little bit more about the company and the origins. But I thought it was so cool. Like, these experiences look awesome. Wow. Awesome.
Check the show notes for the link and
Camp
check
Yoshi.
it out. You gotta touch grass. I love that. Touch grass.
Just y'all really.
No, we
some of
do.
y'all
Well,
need to
I
touch
think we
grass.
all need centering.
Yes.
The emotions are high, so let's
please
whatever you need to do.
Do whatever you need to do. Speaking of which, going to health and healing.
Go ahead.
Me first.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I don't know if any of you that are listening to this are like me, but like when something goes wrong with me and mine, I immediately go into fixer mode. Like, if you come to me and tell me some shit went down, before you even complete the sentence, I'm already looking up shit on Google. I am wiping off my whiteboard. I'm thinking of a 5-point action plan, just ready to go. Taking my earrings off, putting Vaseline on my face if I need to.
You're like, I'm like, what we need to do.
What we need to do. This is how we do it. And I'm learning. There's something that happened this week. I was like, you really need to put this in check. I'm learning that sometimes fixer mode ain't always the answer. And that I just need to be present and just be there in the pain that individual is experiencing.
Ooh, that's a word. Because I think a lot of people have a very hard time. And the way you put it is very impactful, because I think a lot of people have a hard time experiencing someone else's pain.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so uncomfortable.
And you want to rush.
They want to end it.
You want to just run out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that, a lot of the times there's a lot of answers in that pain. There's a lot of growth in that pain. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you just need to sit in that pain so that you can move on. Don't be so quick to go past it.
Yeah.
That's a hard truth that I had to face recently. So I'm just encouraging you guys at home to I would, if you guys want to be open and share along the socials when we post this clip, I would love to hear about what truth that you've had to face lately, and what's one of the things that you had to unlearn about how you show up for the people that you love. So I am learning how to just be present in that person's issue or problem and not feeling like I have to come in and save it for them.
Did that person say something to you, or did you figure that out on the flip side of it on your own?
Yes and no. This person was being nice and didn't explicitly say it, but
you're like, back off.
Right. Girl, I don't need a solution. I just need you to listen. No, she didn't say that. Oh, okay. Anyways, no,
we don't know who it is.
We don't know who it is. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Her name is not she.
Right, that's right.
It's Mallorca.
It's Mallorca. She didn't say that, but I could tell that. Reflecting back on, I was like, oh yeah, I probably should have just not tried to solve the problem. I should have listened.
Oh, look, I think that is a rare realization, and I have a hard time with that too. I'm always trying to fix. It's really hard to just like sit there and hear. It's like in your spirit.
It hurts me.
It's just like it's like
bad.
a crunching inside.
It's very uncomfortable. I mean, but this is why we are out of office, because now we're not fixing shit no more. So we're learning about things that
leaning back. This is a process. This is a work in process, you guys. Progress. I mean, I think that if you listen to the podcast and you know by now that we are working on ourselves. So this is imperfect, and we're imperfect people trying to just figure it out, but really searching for radical joy. So that is part of it. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit more about something that I brought up the other day.
Yes.
And I was talking to my dad about this, and so more insight. I was like, this is a really important topic about jealousy versus envy, because I realized we are on this diet of constant deluge of people's high points and their accomplishments and their life lessons and their $10,000 investment in a dating coach that resulted in them getting engaged, and then showing engagement pictures and wedding rings, and I have this amazing lifestyle. So we're scrolling through social, and that's basically what people are posting. Their highlight reels. And I realized that there's a natural process and reaction that isn't always positive that happens generally for everybody. It's just very natural. So this is a safe space, and you can get vulnerable here in this moment. You can speak back to the podcast, because we don't know. Nobody's going to know. They'll never know. They'll never know if this is you. But just like anything that the body ingests, like if you take in alcohol or food or whatever, if you take too much too fast, you can poison yourself, right? There's a metabolic pathway for everything. Like alcohol, there's a metabolic pathway, how the body breaks down something that you take in into components that can affect the body and that the body can use. Alcohol has calories. It can actually be fuel. Right. But alcohol also turns into things when it breaks down that are poison.
Right.
And if you have too much and you don't give the body enough time to clear it out and flesh it out and break it down, you end up with poisoning.
Yeah.
So this is the same thing with what we're consuming spiritually. So jealousy has a spiritual metabolic pathway, and it can either turn into fuel or it can turn into poison.
Right.
And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that. With when you see something that someone shows you from their experience that you want but don't have, here's how it starts. You see it, you like it, and then the next thought you have is, oh, but I don't have that. And then the next thought after that is, can I create this for myself?
Right.
Okay. At that point, this is where it can go one of either. It can go to the fuel direction or the poison direction.
That's right.
The poison direction is envy, where you answer that question, can I create this for myself, as no. Because your insecurity or what you believe about yourself or what you believe about life tells you that, no, I can't create this for myself. So then you experience a very painful moment of lack. And so seeing what you see from other people is not inspiring, it's painful.
Right.
And not only do you not believe you can have it for yourself, but in the space of envy, you also don't want them to have it, because it's a reminder for you of your lack.
Right.
And it's a reminder for you of your belief of your own insufficiency, of your own weaknesses. But If you take the other pathway, so when you see something, you realize you don't have it, you ask yourself, do I have the ability to create this in my own life? And you answer the question, yes, I can. And you come up with a plan.
Right.
All of a sudden, you have spiritually metabolized that into fuel.
Right.
So you're energized by the plan that you've created. You've been inspired by somebody showing you something from their experience that you realize, oh, I want this in my experience.
Right.
And when you realize you don't have it and you answer the question, can I create this for myself with yes, you wind up and you create a plan, you wind up with inspiration. But it takes time to process that. So if we're constantly flooded with all of these things and we don't give ourselves breaks from social media, from other people's news, just time for us to process and synthesize, we get overwhelmed and wind up in a situation of overload and being poisoned.
That's right.
So that is what I want to share. I've been thinking more and more about this because what I realize is it's really important to be able to experience other people's high points. You know, they buy a new house, they get married, they do whatever, which is constantly being they are on a fabulous vacation.
Yeah.
It's so important to be able to experience that as inspiration because this is a time where we need community.
Yes.
And I think if we're poisoning ourselves, if we're allowing ourselves to be poisoned with envy and things that separate us, we cannot fully join together in community. Like we said last week, come together, be together, stay together. So this is just one of the tools around that, and something that I think in the space that we're in social media and inundation with other people's news,
seriously,
that this is one of the tools that we need to have. And so I wanted to share that today in Health and Healing.
I like that the way that you phrased it, using it as fuel, because we had a segment which we actually should bring back, like the bucket list, like adding new items on my bucket list. And I haven't added one since wanting to take my whole family on vacation. But the reason why I thought that was because I saw 2 examples of someone else doing that. And I went the other direction where I went like, oh my gosh, I need to add that to my bucket list. Like I really want to take my whole family on vacation, and I'm going to get there and I'm going to post it.
But but you answer the question when you realize, oh, I don't have that. Can I create it? I can.
Yes.
And then you came up with a plan. Or you're coming up with a plan.
I'm coming up with a plan. And I think there's something very freeing in that, and coming up with a plan, because you're doing like I'm doing a version of my own of what that looks like. Yeah. And I low-key was already doing that.
Right. A version of your own.
I didn't realize, because literally Oregon was just that.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, you're absolutely right. I like the way you phrase it, using it as fuel. I think that's beautiful.
And it takes time to metabolize. Spiritually metabolize. I like that's what I'm calling it.
So we're going to go on to the final word. We're going to wrap it up because we're running out on time.
We'll have to go back to Delulu's next week. But stay delusional, folks. We have some more delusion.
Next week, Delulu. Ooh, y'all, I'm going to put y'all on. Because I'm experiencing it now and I really want to share it. Okay, so my final word is stop auditioning for roles that you were born to play.
I love it. Well, mine is also from the acting realm, but Viola Davis, she was giving some advice to Marseille Martin. And she was saying that, this is Viola Davis that, by the way, was you will always be your own love of your life. Right. You are the love of your life, Viola Davis. Right. So she was saying that the industry has effects on people in the auditioning system and facing constant rejection, and it makes people think, oh, I need to contort myself to what I observe as what's working. Right. And she said that's not the right way to go about it. She said, there are people, I want to say this exactly right. There are people out there waiting for you to wake them up by being your authentic self. So bring you in the room, and what makes you uniquely you and what you bring into the world, your unique perspective, is what's valuable. So stop trying to be somebody else. Be yourself.
Amen. That's it. That's it, y'all. Be yourself.
We love you.
And touch
We love you
grass.
as you are.
Go outside, y'all, and touch the grass.
We're going to judge a little bit, but we're not going to condemn. So be you.
Exactly.
We'll still be your friend.
We'll still your friends, y'all. All right. Have a great week,
Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.